Okay. First thing, you have any questions?
Yeah. Um, so I've been having a difficult time, more difficult than usual, remembering my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's always a little bit of a struggle,
Mm-hmm.
but lately it's been really. I know it's there, and I'm kind of in and out, and then when I'm all the way back, I hardly remember anything at all.
Mm-hmm. The effort is keeping you from it.
Yeah.
So just let go. You know, sometimes it's like if you are an athlete, okay? You train, and before the fight, what you have to do is not do anything like a week before.
So I, you know,
Mm-hmm.
so I've thought about that,
Mm-hmm.
but something's still not. I'm not doing something.
Well, a lot of things will come out not as what you think of, you know, in here, how you're gonna remember it, but it seeps out in different ways. Like I say, it's always there, so it'll come out. The feeling, you know, it's there because you feel it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, but that's the time you have to relax and let it go.
Okay.
Let it do its thing. Yeah.
Because there'll be communications with people and questions answered and stuff, and I know it's there, and then I come back and it's just like being a brick.
Yeah.
It's just like-
That's a part of learning with ease to transmute or to go through the. It's like your belief systems are like a permeable membrane. All right. So, and it's there, and it's so deeply there. It's been there since you were a kid. Okay. So what you're learning is to go back and forth through that membrane. Okay. And sometimes it's like watching an old Western movie and the stagecoach wheels. The stagecoach should be going this way and the wheels are going this way.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like that.
Okay.
Okay. So then it's when you just go, the hell with it.
Okay.
Before the big fight, you've done everything you can do. Let it come out, and it does.
Okay.
All right. More questions? Yes, Kevin.
You said that we get gifts sometimes, and I feel as though that I was in a situation that could be described like that. So I was able to do something one last time, you know, and then, but I don't know if the gift was actually being able to physically be somewhere and do it one last time. When I was there, you know, always on the clock,
Mm-hmm.
I recognized that knowing how to do something, it was like a tingle on the left side of the brain,
Mm-hmm.
almost as if there was a funnel of waves on the left side of the brain. It was like, oh, and I just knew how to organize and do that particular task.
Yeah.
What does that say about mind function? And is that, it's gone now, so to speak. You know,
Yeah.
but in there, everything that I needed to do, I could do again.
Yeah, it's, you know, I've always said to you that your brain is a sender-receiver. That's pretty much its function. And what you were receiving is, what you're experiencing is you knowing. What you're experiencing is you. The brain just received the energy and was responding to the energy. That side of your head was just responding to the reception. It's like receiving microwaves. Okay, you turn it on, the microwave comes, cooks the food, you feel the waves, but then you turn off the microwave. You turn it off because you no longer had use or was doing what you were doing. So you no longer have that.
Well,
Now, there is a time,
I'm sorry, go ahead, I'm sorry.
yeah, there's a time when that will be most of the time. Okay? And there's sometimes when, see, sometimes you just want to be a rock. You don't want to be smart. Sometimes you don't want to, you just, There's a thing on YouTube called Drunken Animals of Africa.
Drunken.
This tree creates this fruit that falls and it becomes alcohol. Okay, and you see the monkey drunk, and he trying to make it to the tree. Because the tree is laying on the ground. Okay, so he, bam, falls on his face, and that's where he is to the next day, trying to get this tree. Sometimes you just want to be the drunken monkey. You see, just bam, it's okay. So in those times, what I'm saying, you won't be this receptive. And that's okay. That's the rhythm of life. Like I say, when you ask me a question, I don't know the answer till you ask me the question. Then click. Oh, blah, 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 da, 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 da. Otherwise, I'm just a rock. I'm just a drunken monkey lying here. That is our natural way in this reality. Know when I need to know. When I don't need to know, I don't know. I'm not concerned with it. So when you need to know, and you felt it because it was unusual to your state of consciousness. That's why it became so obvious. The more accustomed you come to it, the more it becomes your natural state of being, and you don't necessarily perceive it in that way anymore. Okay. You wanted to say something else?
No, that's why I made sure I was quiet. You answered.
Okay. All right, Wayne.
What is prayer, and does it do anything? Does it work?
Yeah. Prayer is just the communication with the law of cause and effect. It works, but the receiver of prayer is not who we think it is. The law is the receiver of prayer. We pray to this God. God, grant me whatever. Or give it to God. God does not interfere in the lives of men. That's what the law of cause and effect is for. Okay? That is what the law of creation is for. It is for man to learn about himself, not as a man, but as God or as spirit. So, prayer is just the relationship between a person and the law. They just don't know that that's what it is. We have, well, just say it. Stevie Wonder said it best. Very superstitious. We're just superstitious about God. We because we are born to parents, we put that on God. God is my daddy. Well, you got absentee daddy. Maybe you better send him to get him to court. They can pay up. You see, but That's what prayer is. Does that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, does it do any good?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, it can. Yeah. It depends on how you do it too. But see, the misunderstanding is also going to be an answer. So it's not going to be exactly as one would think. So the misunderstanding is going to be a part of that. And you said, does it work? Well, when we're begging, it kind of doesn't work when we're begging. Because the law deals more purely with the command, not demand, which is a softer, gentler certainty. It works more purely. But when we beg, there's not as much certainty, so you get a trickle. So it all depends on how you do it, like anything else. So does it work? Yeah, it can work. The point is, it's like religions. What we have to do is focus on where the religions are the same and not the differences. Because the same is the law. See what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. We have to get rid of in order to really understand, we have to get rid of the fuzz on the edge. And beliefs are the fuzz on the edge. I think it was Kathy was telling me about this church where they have their AR-15s and they got a crown of bullets around their head and stuff like that. It's like, what? I mean, it's like saying, what would Jesus shoot?
What would Jesus shoot?
See, that has nothing to do with it. That's the fuzz on there, what passes for a brain. That's the fuzz on it. You see what I'm saying? So the purity is what we're after.
So what would be a better way to go about that than the prayer?
What the visualization, the seeing what you want to achieve. Seeing it without begging for it, with a certainty that it is a reality now. And the breast, God, you know where I am this morning. See, speaking of prayer. The best prayer is in action. The way you carry out your being is the best prayer. Certainty, is the best way to pray. Now, we get into all these words and we have to understand that it is not the words that is the driving force of the prayer, but the energy you feel is the driving force. So it is going to be colored by what you receive is going to be colored by the energy you put into it. You see what I'm saying? If you, oh Lord, me, gimme, 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 that's what's coming back to you. And that does not provide you with the answer to who you are, and most of what you're here for is to know who you are. You see what I'm saying? You can't. We are children in that we want help from outside of ourselves. Instead, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with receiving assistance from outside of yourself, but the dependency upon that, what we have to learn is that we are God and independent. We have to learn about the independent power within ourselves. And by begging God, we're still solidifying, I'm this weak little thing. Now, there's a difference between weak little thing and humble. You see, there's a difference. That I am humble, I stop pretending I am powerful and accept my power. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. Accepting my power, I'm not, it's like I say to you, I don't know the answer to the question until you ask me the question. I'm not going, well, you see here, I know this and that and the other. Ask me a question. No, I'm just kind of here. I'm just this guy. When you ask the question, click, click, oh, yeah, so and so, so and so. That is what humility means. I'm only myself. I'm not more or less than myself. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Jesse.
Yeah, I still practice Judaism. You know, it's like,
okay.
It's a good thing to do to have the staff, you know, day of rest and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. But generally I like, you know, read this prayer, you know, that's in the book.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't really believe this. Because, first of all, I decided to do it. I made the choice to do it. And
Yeah.
I can make the choice to not do it.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, so yeah, is lightning gonna strike me if I don't, you know? And then the other thing was, so Kabir's there, and it's just like, and now I've gotten down to where I just like, you know, just say a little prayer, you know, whatever I feel, and then I'm thinking, wait a minute, I don't have to say it, I don't have to talk, I don't have to try to find words that are suitable because Kabir's here. I'm like,
yes.
I just need to be silent. I just need to feel it. I just need to be there and feel, you know, what I want to take gratitude, whatever. And then I'm like, wow, why did it take me so long to realize that? It was so freeing. I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Called freedom. Yeah. Yes. And see how you felt as a result of that, like we said earlier. If I tell you that too much, you don't get that feeling. And that feeling is what it is. The freedom. Oh, I don't have to do this. It's very interesting. It's like prayer. It's like the Lord's Prayer. When you hear the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic, it says a whole other thing than it says in the Bible. Okay? So now you start thinking, well, I have to learn it in Aramaic. Shut up. Feel it. What have I always said? Read the living book. Where is the living book? Inside your skin. Read the living book. Now you know. My job is to help you know you. My job is not to tell you, because that's what they did. Go to almost any country and their religion, very few people in the religion understand the religion. Why? Because they've been told it, and it's in here, not in here. It's in here, not in here. Oh. People start pontificating their religion. I go, The woman says to me, hallelujah, Brother John. I say, hallelujah. Have a big one and a smile. Go ahead. God is good, Brother John. We are very good friends. Me and God on good terms together. I hear what they're saying. And what they're saying is, I can't be bothered with it. So I leave them with a good feeling, and I go on. Nobody asked me to pontificate about what I know or don't know. They wished me well. Thank you. There's a Muslim man that pushes the wheelchair. He's praising Allah. Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Wa alaikum salam. You say, what does that mean? I don't know. I know that's what Muslims say. One of them says it to the other. And they seem happy with it, so hey, push, man. Push the wheelchair. I don't know. So we let all that go. But that doesn't mean it's not available to us to ease through life. I still see the truth. I'm not a victim of that. See, the key is being a victim of what you think. It's not about using or not using the tool. I'm not going through life to create problems. I want you to push the wheelchair. Just push it from here to there, get me to where I'm going. I'm not interested in giving you a lesson because I hear that you don't understand. I'm not going to get in an argument with you because you're pushing the wheelchair. Don't get in an argument with your waiter. Because you'll be eating your chicken. You say, this chicken tastes like penis. Don't get in an argument with your waiter. Don't get in an argument with the person giving you the shot. Don't do that. If he says, Assalamu alaikum, you say, Wa alaikum salam. See, we don't have to cause problems with the differences. The energy and the focus is the prayer. It is what you create. It's the law of creation. So in using the law of creation, the prayer is not the begging. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. You're talking to God. He doesn't know what his name is. It's God. Thy kingdom come. What do you say? Thy will be done on earth. What? You're talking to the all-knowing. You are being redundant to the all-knowing. It's like, okay. Come on with it. Come on, Jesse. Come on. What? Wait, God, let's get what you want. Get to the point. Yeah. On earth as it is in heaven. Thy will be done. Well, you call me to tell me that? I'm God. You call me to tell me you want my will to be done. Who's the God here? Me or you? You sound like the idiot. Okay. What I'm saying. You said it very succinctly. Get to the point. You are kissing up to God. Does that really make sense? This prayer, say this prayer. Why can't I say the prayer that is my feelings? Why can't I do that? That's the problem with being in religions. That's the problem. So that's why I say no matter what the religion, people born into religions usually don't understand the religion. Because it's here. You have to understand from here. Feeling is being. Feeling is being. I am felt by the body. When this is out of the way, I feel me. Zzz. Zzz. I feel me. Coming into the body. Wow, I feel good. Now, my being is my prayer. My being is my prayer. Do I need to pray 5 times a day? No, I pray all day, every day. With my being. Something's hurting, I lay there and, wow. You know, if I was dead, I couldn't feel this. How do you feel? Oh, I feel really screwed up, but not too bad. Nah, you follow what I'm saying. This is the prayer. Let me laugh. Let me turn to YouTube and watch Drunken African. You've never been seeing anything funnier than when you see a drunken elephant. Everybody's like all the jungle animals. Ah!
Even the baby elephant.
Yeah, like, whoa, whoa. Come along, falling, stumbling, and still reaching with the snout, trying to get some more. Ah, I'll get you. One monkey jumped on the other one's back. Yeah, I'm going to do you. Boom. Laying on his back with his feet up. It's like, oh, I was doing something. You see, your laughter is your prayer. You see what I'm saying? It's your prayer about feeling good. Feeling yourself. This is your prayer. Or this is your prayer. Which prayer would you have answered? Okay. Feeling good. Take one O. Couldn't remember where it was O or 0. Take one O out of good. Feeling God. If you're feeling God, you're feeling yourself. Now, we can feel a feeling of loss. We can feel feelings that we call not positive. But that's because we start living on one side of Tao or the other. But when we feel totally that prayer, we feel Tao. We feel both at the same time. We feel good, the good and the bad, to use words. Yes. Because they are inextricably woven together. What I feel is truth. That is why I use this example, being in the hospital and having severe pain to the point that I'm crying, but I'm also laughing, and the doctors are going, damn, you're the first genuinely happy person I ever met. Well, see that pain that I'm feeling? If I were dead, I couldn't feel that. Ah! Oh! He's manic. No. You're stupid. It is to feel the whole of things. When this gets in the way, when you're one side or the other side, I'm a good person. I know because chapter so-and-so or so-and-so and so tells me if I do this, if I pray 18 times a day, I'm good. Here, put this on and cover up all that stuff. Cover up your face and everything. Let your eyes be out, okay. No, that doesn't seem to be too good, because what you're doing is saying, if you show it to me, I can't take it. Oh, wow. I just might run over and grab it. No, well, that's not saying a whole lot for you. But when I can, wow, that sure is beautiful. Mm. You know, hey, now we're working with it. I know, I see, yeah, but you follow my drift. The prayer is in the being. I acknowledge the truth. The truth is I am human. That's the truth. The truth is I am God. That is the truth. The truth is I must take absolutely responsibility for my life and the life of the planet, my life and the life of the universe, and my life and the life of the universes, because it is the energy that I am that supplies the energy to all the universes. You say, how can that be? Now you know how that can be, because you see them all at one time. You've seen them all at one time. To explain that to somebody? Imagine trying to explain that to one of your buddies. Yeah, you know, Kevin been smoking that stuff again. You know, something wrong with him, you know. Tell that to the psychiatrist.
Prescribe something for that.
Here you go, Kevin, take this. You know, you won't see that anymore, but you might die. Okay? Your left arm might wither up, you know, but you won't see that anymore. Nah, I'm good. You see it. You are it. Now you know how it can be. How can I exist in all aspects of being at the same time? When you have that experience, you go, oh, that's how. But as long as you come back and look at yourself as this miniature whatever existing in a point in time and space this big, in here, you can't see it. You have to let go and see it. Now you begin to understand the independence. You begin to understand the responsibility to the whole. Not your responsibility is not to teach everyone. Your responsibility is to be. That is the responsibility. And add that energy to all of creation. This whole thing is light. Hear me. Hear my words. This whole thing. Thing. That doesn't say every. And notice I didn't use that word again. I didn't say every. I said this whole thing is a different speed of light. It's all the soup of energy. And it has these flows and has these eddies that you call Kevin, that you call Ava, that you call David, or Alan, or Kathy, or Ananda, these eddies. Your brain puts it together, holds it together in a certain way, and I look a certain way. You perceive that light bouncing from you. The other perceives that and says, oh, okay, that's him over there, that's me over here, and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not true. That is a perception. It is a perception. Now, who's going to say what it is? Everyone is going to say what it is from their perception. When you only think of yourself as this, you can't see beyond that. But when I see how I extend or not extend, how I create on the same path of the same atom and molecule ad infinitum, not this way, that way, but from the vibration, from the movement of it back and forth, throughout all time and all space, no matter where. It passes through this point. Everything passes through here. All the information, everything passes through this point. I affect it all. But yet, I am observing it. Then who am I? I am. Guess that's about all I got to say about that. That I am. Whoa. I was telling the story this morning. I'm laughing while I was in New York. I'm doing this. Somebody asked me, are you creating universes? No, my finger hurts. I'm trying to stretch. That hurt.
What if you'd said, yeah.
And, ooh. Damn, I got arthritis in my finger.
What do they think you do all day?
That's my point. It's like, hey. Let me turn over here and see. They're having the football things in Indianapolis. Oh, boy. Look at that guy run. Oh, God, look at that guy cut. You think I'm somewhere going, let there be light over the whole universe? No, I'm just a guy hanging out. That's all. You see my point? What we think creates the limit. What we have to understand is that you come to peace, and what you do is you create by your being the prayer. By your being is what you create in all the universes forever. Wow. Because it is you and you are it. Do you want to be a proselytizer? Don't you get enough of preachers telling everybody what to do and then you want to be just like them? No. I see a preacher dancing on money. Hallelujah. It's like, I like money, but that's too much effort. I got to do the money dance. Well, you see, my brothers go out and eat some grass, eat a tree. Do I look like a beaver to you? It's like, no. I am what I am. Well, what do I do? What do you want to do? But the more you understand, the more what you want to do changes. It now changes. Now I love to teach. Had to walk away from being a school teacher because they wouldn't let me teach. Okay. So what I do, I teach in a different way. Still teach. Or present. Or whatever all those words are. It's just different. It's just different, that's all. I have no expectations of what the expectations they put on me as a school teacher. You got to give these an A and these a B and these a C. Well, yeah. When I was teaching martial arts, well, you got to have the white belts and the green belts and the blue belts. And finally, I just said, hell with that. Either you can fight or you can't. You either know or you don't. I had a student named Lee years ago. I got Lee. I was teaching at the Jewish Center. I don't know what was wrong with that boy, but you could never teach him to tie his belt. That belt was like, oh. Lee kept winning tournament after tournament, and the guys would say, well, I don't like it because he can't tie his belt. The other guys say, yeah, but he sure can't fight. That screwed up belt didn't keep Lee from whooping anybody. There was another guy named Talona. Somebody said to Talona, I think it was a Muslim guy, said, oh my God, Talona was eating a pork chop. He said, you eat that swine? I said, yep, eating pig ain't never kept me from kicking nobody's ass. You know, what is all the extra? What is all the... Let's get down to the essence. The essence of being. Why do I have to put all this on it? Why do I have to get down on one knee and then get up and say it and get back down on the knee and say, why can't I just sit down? I'm now creating peace throughout the universe. I'm good. I'm good. I take what I get. I got to the airport. All the flights had been canceled. Whenever it was, day before yesterday. Okay. I get there. There are people everywhere. Damn. The flight to Chicago is full. Oh, well, let me just try anyway. Can I get moved up to the bulkhead? Well, my computer's down right now. Okay. People coming, so I need this, I want so-and-so, $50 extra, so-and-so, blah, blah. Here's your ticket, you've been moved up to the bulkhead. Thank you. Not getting any hassle with anybody or anything. You see, when there's the prayer. There's the prayer. Not the fight, not the argument, not tangled all up in these things. Here you go. Thank you. Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day. Get in, get my seat. I'm good. Here they come. The cattle is coming on. How do? I do. I'm good. My point is, your prayer is based upon the law of creation, the law of cause and effect. The religions and the books give you things to do that you don't understand. I'm saying to you, how about we get sight so that we see, and now you understand. See, if we both see the truth, we understand the same things. I don't want to influence you too heavily on what you will see, because I don't want to color you too much. I want you to go, because now that same is the same that made you screw up. Oh, this is what this is. This is depression. Well, that energy, oh. So here you go. I want you to that to go pop. Oh. Oh. Now we can sit back and laugh about it. Oh, Ananda, you remember when I did this stupid? Yeah, I remember that. Sure was funny. You didn't think it was funny at the time, but I did. I just didn't laugh in your face. It's not about all the periphery. It's simple. The whole universe is simple. And everything beyond is simple. That's why you can't figure it out, because you make it too complex. You have to see it. Oh. You saw the light, and you saw what was in the light. Oh. Now you know. Now you know. Okay, well, that's what he meant with all this physics bullshit. It's all a part of the light, a part of light. It's all a different degree in temperature and movement of light. It all is. Oh. Okay. Then what do I do? Affected. Affected with truth and honesty and love. Feel the love. Oh boy, wow. Yeah. I feel the love. I don't want to hurt anything. I don't want to do anything to anything. I just want to see some drunk elephants and some drunk... You know what's really funky? A drunk giraffe. Now that's funny. Everything with 4 legs drunk is funny. Because the back legs and the front legs, they don't get along real good. I'm going over here, I'm going over. Oh, what the hell? So, and they had a worm. You ever seen a drunk worm? Their back end of the worm is everything. And then the next morning when the sun comes up, you see the monkey sitting there like, oh, God. And you think, oh. Just like people. There's a drunk lion. He reminds me of this drunk steel worker coming home. He comes home and there's a little lion jumping on. He's like, hey. There comes the female lions. He's like, I'm going over here. Y'all go where you want to go. Just like people. And here comes a drunk ostrich. Just like any drunk. Laugh. Enjoy. Flowing energy feels good, and when you laugh, that is what you feel. See, I'm not just being a comic to you, I'm showing you what it feels like to have flowing energy. I'm showing you. See, that's why you have to watch me. And why I don't always tell you it's like, oh, at some point you're going to go, oh, oh. Ah, and then you say it to me, and I say, yep. Yep, that's right. I'm always on.
I believe that.
I am always on, guys. This is what I do. Yes, Kevin.
What are some things that are unique to the earth, to this type of existence? Like you've mentioned other places, and I've asked you about those places, and you're like, well, I don't know if you don't want to tell me, or
I don't know that I can.
yeah, you said sometimes there's no word, but what are some things that are unique to here? Like you said, lying was something that was real popular on the earth.
Yeah. Living in lies, and that's what we do. We live in lies about ourselves. That's not always true in other realities. The way gravity affects us is different. The way dimensions affect us is different. So we have, you live in generally a three-dimensional world. It's not always the case with other realities. Some realities, there are no separation of sexes. Some realities, the creature has both sexes. Just all manner of things in the ways that questions can be asked from something greater. Every question that you can think of, there's a reality to answer the question. And even questions that you can't think of, there's a reality. But you can't think of the question from here, you have to think of the question from someplace else. So to say what they are, well, that's about the best I can do.
You also said that this wasn't the lowest form of existence.
True.
So what happens in quote unquote lower realities? I mean,
Greater stupidity, anarchy, no rule, no law.
in the whole reality, let alone
There's always the possibility of it. That is how we graduate to other realities. But that spark is always there. See, the whole thing is consciousness. And in consciousness is always the same. Always the same, no matter where. It is the laws of the reality dictate the assumption of the creatures within the reality. It's like in this reality, you consider yourself to be the size of your body, the size of the bodies of human beings. You consider yourself to be that size when that is not true. When we talk about, when I was talking about the atoms and I was talking about not the gonads, the quartz. I'm old shit. The quartz. And I said to you, you have to be the size of the quartz in order to see the interaction. Now, the physicist has said that there's a difference between the subatomic particles, the way they interact together, and the way the macro operates together, the planets and all that. As I stand at the level of the quartz in the micro, watch that behavior. And then as I expand my consciousness to the size of the physical universe, I see that that is not so. That is the same law. The problem is the physicists, or people in general, see themselves as the standard. Their size and their ability to reason as the standard. It's not true. If you consider yourself only this big, you can't see something bigger. Oh, I don't see how that happens. Well, when I talked about how the quartz flips, positive, negative, positive, the poles change. Well, that doesn't happen in the earth. Sure it does. Happens every 2 or 3 million years. The poles change. But when you're looking at something that's subatomic, for it, 3 million years is like that. Because it's flipping. If you are that size, it may take 3 million years in that reality. So the law, I see the law. Oh, same law. Oh. Oh, I see gravity, the same as that charge. What they don't see, because they're not expanding to look and contracting to look, they see the law is different. You see what I'm saying? So our problem is, because of our bodies, we think that we are confined to thought that is only that big. That's why we're still worried about color. Well, you're white, you're black. And your point is, you're male, you're female. Yeah. And your point is, we're still concerned with this. Something that's small. Because we can't see larger. The idea is we have to become greater than what this appears to be. How do we do that? By we look. We look for the truth. And we become concerned with the truth. Not my opinion of the truth. Not what makes me comfortable. But what is true. Wow. You laughed this morning about Eddie, what's his name? Griffin. Eddie Griffin said, if God made something better than sex, he kept it to himself. That's not exactly his words, but yep, that's true. He did. Something better than sex is looking at the truth. And how you feel when you become free. The freedom. And you become free from the whole thing. You say, yep, kept it to itself, all right. Kept it to itself. Now we know. What you were holding back. I got you. We have to get past that. I am what I am. I don't know what I am. But I have to accept that I am. Now let me see. Let me unfold in front of my eyes. Wow. I have 360 degree sight. Whoa. I got 360 degrees this way. I got 360 degrees this way. I got 360 degrees that way. Whoa. I got 360 degrees this way. In on it, out on it, in on that, and out on that. Whoa. How did I know? Because I can see it all at one time. How can you do that? Because I don't believe I'm the size that you think you are. Oh. So the barrier has broken down. The crack has been made. The barrier is broken. And here you come. White power, black power, brown power, slanted eye power, fat power, skinny power, transsexual power, power. And I'm going, oh boy. See what I'm going to eat today. You know, the restaurant downstairs has this great chicken. The vegetarian restaurant opened up down there. Oh man, they got some good baked chicken. They got some good baked meatballs. Oh, they got a great baked hamburger. You're black, and you're not. What do you think I'm concerned with that? I have no concern with that. Well, I think, do you really think I care? You know, and I don't mean this as a moralist judgment, but you're an idiot. What do I care what you think? See, you just wait. Jesus gonna come down from the clouds, and he gonna have clouds around his neck and rainbows on his head. Alrighty then, you wait for that. Save me a ticket. I want to see this. He gonna need that because he must be kind of old by now. You mean the rainbows around his walker? What? The fairy tale. The mind that embraces the fairy tale is small because it believes in its smallness. It believes in its helplessness. Therefore, it does not change and does not want change. You see, if I want change, I must change. I must be the change that I want to see. I want to see a world where human beings relate to human beings, not to color, not to size, not to gender. So, I'm through with that. I'm not my body, so what do I care? I don't know. It's important to someone else. You know, we are superior because it says in the Bible, the man with the blush upon his face is superior. And so is supposed to be a servant to him. That's what it says, huh? Well, you know that means the white man. Is that right? Real glad you told me about that. Yeah, I wouldn't have known if you hadn't told me. I'm supposed to be your servant, huh? Serve this. That's what I got to say about that. What? Because The scope of the mind is the size of the scope of the body. Now, let's deal with the scope of the being. That is why it's important for the being recognize, oh, I have to recognize all that's in front of me. I have to recognize I am in all things. I must be absolutely responsible for my life. I must be responsible for my freedom, not Jesus, not Buddha, not Lao Tzu, not me. I have to be responsible to do the right thing. I have to be responsible to allow the person that I'm standing side by side with to grow and to be who they are so that they grow and not who I want them to be. And, excuse me, that can be painful. Wow, that is painful to me because you are rejecting me. No, what you have to deal with is the thought that a person has to be what they are. What you're dealing with is your insecurity that says they're saying something about what you are not. No, they're just on their path. Oh. See, I haven't seen the Andy Griffin show in a long time. Click. I'm good. To understand, it's not about me. Only me is about me. They are about them. We will come through this life and we will have the experiences that we have, and when it is our time to go, we will go. That is no reflection on anyone who is left or anyone who is to come. It is that I am an individual and responsible for my own learning and my own being, my own growth. That is what I am. If I love you, I must allow you to be that because I allow that that is what I must be. I think of the people that I've left behind in my own life because I'm here for my life. They are here for their life. Oh, my daughter's got a boyfriend. You know how men feel about their daughters and boyfriends? Because you know what those boys, every boys want to do what you did to their mother. And you go, oh my God, you can't do that to my daughter. And you were smiling all the way when you were doing it to your daughter's mother. So let somebody else have a smile. Let somebody else smile too. But you don't want to. You don't want to let go. But you have to leave that because that is the nature of being alive. And it's also the nature of being alive is to not want to let go of that which came from your body. But let go you must. They're not you. They didn't come here to be you. Just like you didn't come here to be your parents. They came here to go on their own journey. Some journeys are shorter, some journeys are longer. Some journeys never happen in this reality. I must understand that, but I must feel what I feel about it. And not put labels on how I feel, but just to accept feeling and grow beyond the dimensions of my body and the dimensions that I've set in my mind in relationship to the size of my body. I have to do that in order to see that I am greater than what I am. We have to look at what it tells us. How we look at ourselves. What does that tell us about what we think of ourselves? Wow. It is time for me to see and to grow into my godliness or my godhood. However you want to put that. Why? Because I'm out here alone. That's the truth. Why am I out here alone? Because there's only one of us. It's called God. God is alone. Whoa. That's why I'm alone, because we're the same. Damn, man, couldn't you? No. If I'm alone, you gonna be alone. That is the law, because that is what it came from. See, we have to understand what is. It just is. We want it different. We want it to be different. That's your problem, isn't it? You're wanting fire not to be hot. It's just nature to be hot. You have to learn to use it. And you don't use it carefully. Why? Carelessly. Why? Because it's fire. That's why. You have to learn to use the law carefully. Why? Because it's the law. Go against it. Yeah. You might not like what comes back. We can have everything we want. We just can't have it like we thought we wanted it. The only way for us to not be alone is to understand that you are absolutely alone. This is the dichotomy. This is the Tao. This is the way it is. You can't find that in here. You'll try to figure that and figure that and figure that. And I don't see it. That's because the work is to be done in here, not in here. To be felt. To be felt and to listen to it. One of the persons in the group says, I had this experience. I was sitting and I said, I wonder if I can see with my third eye. And the light started to come. It came out of my left temple. And it started to come across. And then I said, am I seeing what I'm seeing? Or am I seeing what I thought I'm seeing? Shut up. Look. You know. You know what you see. Accept it. But if I accept it, it means everything has to change. Wow. Everything changes. Except the law, the truth. The truth has been the same forever and will always be the same. So what changes? You. Your sight, your vision of what you think it is, or how you want it to be. One of the hardest things for us to understand is love. Why? Because we've licked. I've just turned into a Frenchman today. I can't get breast and all this stuff out of my mind. Frenchman, You know how a French woman holds her liquor, right? Mostly by his ears. Sorry about that. Gotcha.
Did you just make that up?
Brand new ancient joke. See, when you got all these ideas about stuff, you can't laugh at when that thing goes It's natural and it's easy. Because somewhere inside of you, you know what the truth is about that. You see what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? But when you, oh, what he said, oh, you're against the law. Because what's wrong? Only you think that I said something wrong, or that a liquor is wrong. And we all know. We all know deep down inside. Oh my God, look at that dog licking itself when you spend all your time trying to find somebody to do it for you. Forgive me, Lord, for I have sinned. Yeah, and I'm going to do it again. Just as soon as I can find somebody. Truth. It hits us inside, and all of a sudden, bang! Because we've let go of some idea we have about what is good and bad, what is right and wrong, what is up and down, what is. All right? Now, see, what I just did, it caught you a little off guard and a little surprised, because I was talking about one thing. The magician show you this and do this. And all of a sudden, by surprise, that thing inside of you recognize, oh! Okay. That is the point about teaching, real teaching. When you create it so that the light goes off where you want it to. The other teaching, when we're talking about the books and that kind of thing, you're reading and so and so and so and so. That's not an experience. You see. That is in here. That's not in here. That doesn't get you outside of the scope of your belief. Puts more beliefs in here that won't allow you to do this, to feel this. I see. Oh. Can I see with my third eye? Start seeing. Oh, wait a minute. Am I seeing? Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, what? Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing, or am I thinking what I'm seeing? Oh, shut the hell up and see. Too much. You see what I'm saying? The key is, guys, experience your energy flows. That's why your technique is so important. It seems like such a simple thing, but it's all simple. All of the universes everywhere and beyond are simple. It's all simple. It's not complex. Sometimes I just want some grits. You know, sometimes just give me some grits. Well, let me put some of this. Don't put. Well, this is fancy grits. Well, they just eat this down south. Well, I'm from down south. I want grits. Simplest thing. In the simplicity of life. It ain't hard. What do I want to do today? Nothing. What do I want to do today? Oh, I think I'll go jump rope. Okay. I think I want to study the universe. Wow. Check that out. Huh. I'm good. Don't make it complex. Ananda, why haven't I made it? Because you keep making it complex. It's simple. All right. Well, let me give you this technique so that you see this. Oh. What's the simplest thing? Accept it. But what if I don't care? What if? If your auntie had a penis, she'd be your uncle. If. It isn't. That's why she's your auntie.
She might still have a
Today's world, hey, one never knows. Yeah, you don't know. Just relax. Wow, I'm going to miss so-and-so, this or that or the other. Well, who knows what happens if you are on time with that? Are you going to be able to leave here tomorrow? Because you know we got a nor'easter and sou'wester and all that. I don't know. Well, what are you going to do? I'm going to get up in the morning. I'm going to go to the airport. If the wind blows me away, I won't make it. What are you going? Oh, well, what? Stop. I'm the teacher. You watch me. You trying to get me to worry. Yeah. I'll get there. But what if you don't get a plane? I'll call a hotel. Or I'll call you to come get me. I'll sleep on your couch. I don't know. What will you do? I don't know till I get there. What happened? Wind blowing and everything. I get there and whoa. The sky opened up, the sun was shining, the wind died down.
You're welcome.
Damn, everybody running. I'm thinking, well, they got me in a wheelchair, and this poor little old skinny lady, about 1,000 years old, trying to weigh 90 pounds, pushing me, and I'm thinking, oh, Lord.
One of us is going to have a heart attack.
Yeah. And I think it's her. This woman got to push me all the way from one terminal to another, up 2 hills. I mean hills. It's like, I wonder if we're going to make it. We get there. Sit down. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, your flight is going to be delayed because we are short one stewardess. She's got to come from Terminal B. Well, goddamn, it took an hour to get from Terminal B, and we in Terminal C. Had plenty of time. What good would it have done to like everybody? Hey, Kathy, I'm going to be late. My flight is 20 minutes late. Okay, bye. Oh. Why do we want to create in our prayer all the confusion? And that's what we do. We create all the confusion, all the pain, all the angst. What am I going to do? I don't know. How about sit down, relax, understand what's happening. See, every moment of your life is the opportunity to understand who you're not so that you understand that you are. Every moment of your life, it's about you. It's not about it, they, it, what. It's about you. And being about you, it will be about them. And how you affect them, how you affect it. Got to one hill, another guy came over and said, "Where you going?" "Going to gate 34, terminal C." "Why don't I give you a hand, help pushing you up the hill?" And I'm thinking, oh God, thank you. Because this woman is going to die. He grabbed one hand and up the hill we went. I mean a hill in the airport, because they're building the airport differently, and one wing was sitting higher than the other one, so when they built the ramp across, it's a hill. Okay. Now why have you got little old ladies pushing these things? I don't understand, but it's not for me to understand. Just go for the ride. It might be her day to die. Pushing my big ass uphill, have a heart attack. I don't know. Okay. You follow my point. The opportunity to understand the energy, to understand the block and open the door. It's not so much the incident. It is how you are responding to the incident. Whether you accept that message that says, let me put this down. I'm going to be a priest. I'm going to be a nun. I'm going to be a monk. Why? Because that way I can meditate. What's stopping you from sitting down right now and meditating? Why can't you be a monk in the midst of the mess? Doesn't mean you isolate from the world. It means you here. I am the monk in the midst. Oh, title of my next book. The monk in the midst. That is where the action is. When you separate or isolate yourself, you no longer have the interactions to show you who you are not, to show you your reactions so that you can let go and feel. I'm good. Understand something very clearly. It is energy that's not flowing that feels bad. You're not feeling bad about the incident outside. You're feeling bad because you've created a tension that prevents the energy from moving. So the idea is not doing something about what's outside of yourself. It's about freeing yourself from the knot tied in your body by what you have assumed is going on. Let that energy flow. That means cry when you feel like crying. Laugh when you feel like laughing. Feel pain when you feel pain. Don't deny it. Feel it. But it feels like I'm never going to get over it. You're going to get over it. Just go to the end. Where's the end? I don't know. Keep walking. When you come to the place where it doesn't exist, that's the end. Have a happy journey, Bob. Do the work. I give up. And you're interested in infinity. I give up. Yeah, right. You're interested in knowing who you are. Yeah, right. That's a Walt Disney interest. You got to be in it for the whole ride, guys. In it for the whole ride. Where's the end? Don't know. Go. When you see, accept what you see. Because the mind is going to say, am I seeing what I'm seeing, or am I thinking what I'm seeing? You know. You know. It's okay. Your experience in life is just your experience in life. It's not anything that anyone else has not gone through. Not anything that anyone else has not gone through. We've all gone through it. You're not alone in that sense. Oh, I'm never going to get over this habit of drugs. Yeah, you will. Just got to stop doing them till you get over it. Just got to hang on. Hang on and do what? Not do it. You'll get over it. Or you'll die. Either way, you'll be over it. Just go the distance. The more you put off going the distance, the longer you suffer. Is that what the choice we want to make? Well, hell, you only got a few years on this earth. Only got a few. Trust me. I showed you that picture of me and that gee, all young and strapping, and that was yesterday. Here I go past the mirror now. Got out the wheelchair yesterday and they had to catch me. I didn't fall, but I was staggering around in a circle. Huh? Whoa! I got it. I'm the guy. I'm the karate guy. Hey, yeah, right. Yep. You don't have long. I look at it right now, for the past, I don't know how many years, I'm constantly putting my finger in the dike. And one of the things that I'm seeing is that, you know, you can only hold this thing off so long because you only got so many fingers and toes. And it is amazing to me the deterioration of my body in the last couple of years. It's amazing. I went to bed one night and got up the next day and couldn't, it's like, what the hell is this? Oh, Lord, I got to clamp down on my penis because I can't hold, I got to get to the bathroom. I'm stumbling through the house, and the cat is like, whoa! Oh. Tell you a story that was quite an adventure. I'm on the elevator. I gotta pee. Oh God, what am I gonna do? Elevator doors come open. I look down the hall. There's nobody in the hall. Quick, unzip, hold, cold, run down the hall. Squeezing it to keep from peeing. Trying to open the door. I suppose somebody one woman had been coming out of her apartment. Ah!
I got it.
Stuff happens. You break down. You say, oh my God, he did it rather than pee on myself, you know. There you go. Things change. One thing breaks down, and another thing, pretty soon you worn out everything. You can only hold it off so long. Just so long. I was talking to Bill Wallace. Superfoot. Superfoot now has 2 artificial hips. He's no longer Superfoot, he's an artificial hip guy. Here we are, talking to each other. Old guy and artificial hip guy. Yeah, back in the day, boy, we were. Remember that fight we had? Yeah, I was. And here are these guys, these young guys coming up. Man, I remember when you. I remember that shit too. Now let's move on. Your time isn't as long as you think it is. Things change. Be aware. Do what you need to do. If you need to go beyond your fear, go beyond your fear. If you need to go beyond your intellect, go beyond your intellect. If you need to go beyond not feeling, go beyond it. Except just be good to yourself.